Okay, looks like everything's running. I have the unfortunate news that I'll be presenting you guys a new MetaZoo video. I thought this would be kind of a fun one. It's like a collection video of sorts. I don't know who's still collecting, this totally useless garbage, right? But for those of you that, I'm going to get my camera a little straight there. For those of you that still like this stuff, I thought I would just go through some of my cards, and I would like to state that my cards are rarer than yours. I just have to say that because I wanted to make a clickbaity title. I think the whole strategy for this channel overall is to just like say some really incendiary things and just get people riled up. I don't think that will work. If you're a MetaZoo fan, you're kind of used to like trauma and stuff like that. So anyhow, I just thought that would be funny. So, all right, here's my, I got a chewed up cardboard box here. I have a dachshund and went to town and chewed up this box. But it's the right dimensions for some slabs. I personally think slabs are a scam. But there are some things that I think are worth encapsulating. So the things that I have slabbed, I have some sort of sentimental value, or I think they're worth something more than just the money, I guess. This first one, let's see. Yeah, cool. This is the fan art Frost Aura. My wife entered that competition and ended up winning. It's kind of funny that whole fan art debacle. I think the 2024 ones or the 2023 fan arts, I forget who, but like the most recent ones, a lot of those folks are upset. They're like, oh, I didn't get my prizing or whatever. Well, wait in line, buddy, because the folks that submitted for, I think this was 2022 or 2023, I don't know, 2022, they never got anything. She was a finalist, supposed to get, what was it, like a fan art promo, stamped bookmark. the moment I saw that the stamp, heard about the stamped bookmarks, I was like, y'all, we're never gonna get those. I still digress. So that, yeah, there was the stamped bookmark, the promo, and then I think it was like 500 blister packs she was supposed to get. This was kind of it is a cool product, right? It got people involved with MetaZoo, the fan art. It was good engagement, got the community involved and all that other fun stuff, but not getting your prizing is a big old feels bad. I will say it is kind of neat just to see her art on a card, so that was kind of cool. If anybody has any more of these, I'm always willing to buy them for like pennies on the dollar, but I am willing to buy them, so I guess that's the advantage, that you always have a buyer when it comes to fan art bulk. So yeah, got a PSA 10 on that, and that's a pretty cool thing to have. Man, when it comes to playtester cards, there's several that I think just hit. Infinite Power, when you want to talk about eye appeal on a card, I think this is it. It's shiny. I like shiny. PSA 10, silver on gray on silver. What more to say? I will say this card, yet to be like fully exposed or whatever, but probably one of the best MetaZoo cards, at least maybe top 10. It was slept on, but the fact that it's land destruction or mana or aura destruction with LP, and also is a resource, kind of goes crazy. This and the Embedding the Soul deck just slapped. I remember I was playing like Sam's Cryptid Cams with the Scarf and the Worms and this, and there is an extreme capacity to just high roll your opponent. In fact, I might bring that to bar locals just to give Kurt some trauma. So yeah, playtester Infinite Power. That one hits. This is Satanic Panic, PSA 10. Cards like this I think will always be worth something outside of MetaZoo. I may have said this before, but MetaZoo always had the appeal that a lot of the title of the cards and their products were ubiquitous with like things that people could be searching for outside of MetaZoo. So like Satanic Panic's a cultural thing that happened in the 90s. This sort of ties into that a bit. I guess what I'm saying is somebody could be searching on eBay Satanic Panic or Bigfoot, and there's always the potential they'll come across a MetaZoo listing. So poncho art hits. Something about the black and silver on playtester cards are just like chef's kiss. I think most of these in here are playtester cards, but there's a few that are just none that I think kind of slap. Men in Black, I wish this was a 10. I mean, this is like how gross the the grading market's become. If it's not a 10, it's like, oh, I don't want it, like unclean, which really should probably have never been the case. Anyhow, Men in Black, two guys smoking cigarettes. I don't know. There's something about the art, like seeing sample art in the modern product was always like a really cool and unique thing to me. So, especially with this being a playtester card, it's a sample variant. I guess, if anything, this might be rarer than a sample if you really care about that kind of stuff. But yeah, just cool card. And again, there's something about silver and how it would pop with some of these colors, like right here, sample art Van Meter. I mean, the lime green and the silver there, it's hitting. All right, what else do I have in my junk box? PSA 10 Mishipeshu. I think this card also looks phenomenal, like out of the Wild Sevens. Again, the blue, I'm like a broken record. The blue and the silver. Buy my cards. I'm kidding. Those ones that I just showed aren't for sale. This one I've been trying to sell for a little bit, and I'm not like willing to liquidate any of my, especially things that are PSA 10 and rare. I'm kind of okay with holding on to these things, but Mishipeshu, I really like this card. I like grading it. I also was never much of a water just watered. I don't know. I had trauma from the Nightfall meta. If you know, you know. I was never much of a water fan, but the card does look good. So I've always said that about it. Yeah. Another one of these green guys. UFO. Simple, clean, shiny, green. All the check boxes for me. We'll try to speed this up. Make this a little faster. This one. For sure, keeper, right? PSA 10, top 8, Caster Cup Celebration. These things are like memories for me. So getting top 5 at Caster Cup was a pretty unique achievement. This is my little commemoration to that. I don't even know how to put value to these kind of things. That's why they go into the Docs and chewed up cardboard boxes where they go for me to forget about them and then pull them out for videos and reminisce. This has got to be one of my favorite MetaZoo cards as well. Lightning in a Bottle, Player Stamp, PSA 10 from Caster Cup. Reason being that, honestly, what card better encapsulates what MetaZoo was? MetaZoo was Lightning in a Bottle. This game was just at the right place at the right time. And you could probably even make the argument that it ended at the right time. I know that's like a little bit of a hot topic or whatever, but sometimes good things need to end too. So that's maybe the more optimistic side of things. But Lightning in a Bottle, just like a forever really good playable card and just a super good metaphor for this game. So let's see what else I got here. I don't know if you guys want to see Pokemon stuff. Who cares about this stuff? It's just Pokemon. Alright, let's see here. PSA 10, Grayman. If you know, you know. I like Grayman. And, I don't know, this card just looks good. That's all I have to say about that one. And then these are probably like my favorite cards, like my MetaZoo Grails. Somebody hit me up earlier this afternoon or this evening looking for these cards. And I said, fresh out, brother. This one I got at Houston Collecticon. And I got third place at that tournament. It was the Nightfall release tournament or something like that. It was the Cryptid Nation 1 meta for Constructed. I got third in Constructed. The theme deck tournament was a little crazy. If you got Hopkinsville Goblin for the theme deck tournament, you kind of won, and especially if you went first. But day two, I got in there with again, I was always just kind of, I'm definitely like that Timmy archetype. Real quick, I'll run through it if you don't know, but there's 3 archetypes of card players. There's Johnny's, Or not Timmy. I guess I'm more of a Johnny. Oops. Yeah, but maybe I am a Timmy. I don't know. But the Timmies, they like big, strong, dumb things like Fearsome Critters. They just want to go big and wide and win fast and really aggressive. Johnny, they want to play like a custom kind of combo deck and do something unique. And then Spike's just going to play like best deck in format. So at that tournament, there was 3 decks. There was Critters, there was Quadquets, and then I would say a little bit on the fringe, but if you knew, you know, if you were like in the Discord and you were playing, there was the Gassy deck. So I ran Gassy with like Morpheus, which back then there was no Prism War or anything like that. So it got me to 3rd. I mean, it worked well enough. But yeah, Gassy, Morpheus, Barbecue Sam, those cards were hitting. Got me 3rd place. Loved this card. That was a cool trip. This one is from my wife. She won the New Year's tournament, got 2nd place. She played, I built her Frost deck. It was, at the time, Frost, I would like to say, was very much a, like, fringe. Like, I hated the Nightfall meta, just absolute, just dog water meta. But, in my opinion, the best matchup, the best counter to water back then was Frost. You just had to pilot it super tight. Like, it was a very tough deck to play, and using some cards, like, people, like, again, you had to be there, but there was like at least a 30-minute ruling on how the card Slow worked, and Slow was like a release deck only card, so it wasn't even in the main set, and people were like, huh? So, good times on that. And then this is probably like the card that, or the thing that really got me cemented in MetaZoo, especially going to tournaments and stuff. I played at some, there was the first pro release, or pro support event in Fort Worth. MetaZoo was hosting a tournament side event, and Pro Support was really just a big Magic event. Like, hundreds of Magic players were there. And then in the corner there was Ted and Mandel and Leia, and they were running a release deck tournament. I think there had to have been, there couldn't have been more than 16 people, and that's pushing it, maybe 12. I don't know. But there was release decks. You rolled to get your release deck. I rolled for the Frost deck, and I was like, oh, I am cooked. But, you know, I don't know how I won that one. I think part of it was my opponents didn't really know how to play. It was really new back then. I didn't really even know how to play. There were several moments where we're just asking the judge, what this thing do? But ended up winning. I sent in for this one, and I got it in the mail and got PSA 10. I mean, just a cool, almost like old Pokemon story, right? Like where you would submit card, you know. This thing was an old Google Doc, so you would have to submit through the Google Doc, and then they would ship you your card. It just felt like an old Pokemon redemption program. So that's like my slab box. I might have some more slabs somewhere too. The ones that I'm like not super keen on, I guess. But those are the cards I really like. Let's see here. I can flip through. See, my hair's bothering me. I can flip through this, like, let's see here. We have a bunch of promos. I don't know if this matters to anybody. Not to me, really. I should probably clean out this binder, because this is all just stuff, like, from, just random promos, I guess. This one's kind of funny. The Wubby, or Green Goblin card, they sent that to me damaged, and I complained. And they're like, okay, we'll send you a new one, but you got to cut it in half. You see the line through there? I still have the cut in half version, but surprisingly, that card's like held up a pretty good amount of value. I guess it's all because of Wubby. But the real main event for this binder, and again, I should probably shift this to the front, but this is a master player set of Caster Cup cards. So it's all of the, like, it's the hollow, non-hollow variant of each player card. So you got the Omni-Cook and the Anti-Potion, you know, Boogeyman, bookmarks. This is like the best looking bookmark ever. Not really buying MetaZoo, but if anybody wants to make some trades and you have this, I would be interested. Bunnyman, Cats, Cumberland. This was a journey getting this whole thing. I had to do like multi-level, multi-tiered trades, and that was even after opening like a bucket full of these packs. I had to make a lot happen to get this thing, so this isn't gonna change. The only way I would get rid of this is if I sold it all together. I would never piece it out like piece by piece. It's a complete thing, and I kind of just like looking at it as is. The Blob, the Lava Bear. Oh, look, more of these lightning in the bottles. See, I can't use these ones. They're in a binder, and the other one's in a slab, so I need them to go in my deck. Lizards. Stinky Dude. I mean, the fart card's always funny. Ohio Grassman. Rope these Caster Cup cards, they were just like the greatest hits at the time. Sinister Shadows. That card was busted. Smoky Spirits. I do miss the jank in MetaZoo. There's so many jank decks. Toxic Water, Unicorns. I mean, this just shows how crazy the money was in MetaZoo. If anything, to some extent, I kind of like it a little bit more where it is now. But like, just this one Unicorn, I remember selling one for like, I think it was like $300 raw. I was just like, okay, be gone. Yep, Crabs, and then the rest are like your non-hollow stuff. This, that. Void Spell, Absorb Aura, Beaver Shark, Camouflage Potion, Health Potion. I'm going to speed this up just like, you guys can look all over these pages if you want. Radioactive Hornets, that was the main event. These guys. Oh look, and I threw a Caster Cup player card in there. And then I guess Rat King. I don't know if that's still sought after. I'd probably trade that or sell that. More random promos, the LGS promos, and the Gamer Subs. The Gamer Subs is kind of funny. I still have leftover Bigfoot Gamer Subs, Bigfoot juice or whatever, and it low-key kind of slaps. Like, it actually tastes good. It's probably like super poisonous and horrible for me, but I drink it. I feel good. I do like half or a quarter of the recommended dosage, but yeah. The poker cards, that was a big old stinker. I mean, the ruling on how this all played out was kind of like, why would I play these? And it was probably, the ruling was good. I forget the details of it. I just remember how I felt about it. So my memory's faded a bit. No. That's it for the binder. Let's see what else. What other junk do I have? This is like a Cryptonation binder. Let me see if there's anything in here we're seeing. Y'all have seen regular Cryptonation and Nightfall cards, so anything rare or cool in here? No, not really. No. I actually would like to finish my Cryptonation first edition set, so there's several cards I would like to trade for that. This is my Seance Playtester binder. This is one that I wouldn't break up either, just because it's a full set. Once upon a time, there was a bunch of Playtester cards. I'm going to try to talk into the mic. It's a little high. But yeah, Seance Playtester set. Bunch of cool cards, I guess. Shiny, shiny, shiny. And this is an actual master set, except for some reason, look, there's Lady Luck. Not a lot of those around. Let me keep going. Give me a chance to moan. God, this looks so good. There are no auras, or tokens, or terras. Where are they? I think somebody has them. If you know who that person is that has those, put it down in the comments. Let's give them a shout out. And then I need to go through and finish this binder. I actually can complete this one. I've just been lazy. But this is, I think, Wilderness and UFO. Yeah. So I'll just kind of flip through these. Memories. Yep. And I will be selling some stuff. I'll have a link in my description for all my videos. I won't be selling a lot of my binder things. As a general rule, I keep one of each card in my binder. just for binder purposes, and the rest can go. That means like 1 per spellbook cards and things like that are just perpetually locked up as far as I'm concerned. But things I have extra of, it's fair game. And I don't know if I need to go through all these. But man, I mean, look at this. The Terras and the Auras just, they go crazy. Okay, this art, the silver, bam. And they're like, there's only one, you only get 1 in the playtester bricks, even if it says 2 per spellbook on the Terras. You only get 1, and then the Auras you only get 1. So like those, for those to be selling for like $10 as much as they had been, I was like, huh, that's kind of crazy. I bought several extra myself just because. Yeah, so let's bring this down a bit. Okay, that's good. All right. See how much more junk I have. This is all just random stuff I've been thinking about selling. The Caster Cup card, or the Caster Society cards, I do like those. I have plenty of them, but I don't know, they're cool. Caster Society, for those that don't know, they like ran. Oh, these guys look sick. Yeah, I need to put one of these in my binder. They were the guys that ran essentially the organized play scene for MetaZoo, and I don't know if I'm really the one to talk about the whole story for it, but like I can give some context. Basically, MetaZoo was a little reticent to be hosting a lot of their own events. It just wasn't firing as much as people wanted to. If anything, I would be willing to go as far to say that the community really drove the towers, the caster cups. I know people said, oh, there wasn't a lot of people that played MetaZoo. There was quite a few people that a substantial number, and the retention was really good for people that played MetaZoo. The problem was for towers and caster cups and things like that, the planning wasn't really like 100% there. The organization, and again, it's no fault to like a small company either, but it just, throwing these events at a moment's notice for a lot of these people was hard. And also, like, TCG players just don't have a lot of money, or they would rather spend money and just buy cards instead of go and play at events or what have you. So that was just my experience with it. All that's to say, Caster Society, they held a lot of online events. They got a lot of people playing. They basically taught and onboarded every player into the game that I could really think of, and through their efforts sort of solidified some, the OP scene, right? Like they built the calculator app, they built the play network, so, and they were building the app too, or the game for people to play. So I don't know, if you were there, it was a good time. Here's a little Charizard dice. Easton Evans and I, Easton Evans was the Caster Cup winner. We both have a marketing background. I'm going to segue a little bit real quick here. And we run a company called Get 'em Games. We sell limited dice drops. Our first dice drop is Charizard. This is one of the chase pulls in it. And, it's actually a shiny dice. But I don't know where I was going with that. Just wanted to share that information with you guys too. Let's see here. I think this is the last thing I got to share. It's like 3rd place, Nightfall, Houston Collecticon trophy. It's really cool. Andy could make a trophy. I can tell you that. Andy made these trophies, and he did a good job with them. It's a uncut sheet, and I think that was a crazy cool idea. So I'll give credit where credit is due. Anyways, that's all for now. I probably have more MetaZoo junk, trophy cards laying around. If anybody wants to see anything like that, or deck techs, I've got plenty of content I could throw out there. I just don't really know what the general interest is on it. This has already been like almost a half-hour video. So anyways, thanks for checking out, y'all. See you later.